And we're live. We are live for your Money in the Bank 2022 preview show predictions. The heel heat is back again, ladies and gentlemen. We have the beltless champion.
Still waiting for my. I'm still waiting for my belt, bro. Like it's going on like 3 years
Two,
now.
three.
It's just ridiculous.
And then we have Mr. Steal Your Briefcase.
Plotting right now.
You plotting right now?
Yep.
Which are you looking forward to?
Stealing
the
somebody's
women's,
briefcase.
the women's or the men's?
Nah, I just feel I'm about to steal somebody's briefcase. That's all. I'm cashing in on Roman.
You got me, Paulinho. All right. Let's start it off. We're going to start with the tag team. All right. We're going to start with the Street Profits taking on the Usos for the tag team titles. How you guys feeling about this one?
You know, I feel like this is pretty much the equivalent to, or this is our New Day versus the Usos match that they put on every pay-per-view where it's like, you know, the pay-per-view is gonna be trash, but you know when you put these two together, you're gonna get a banger. So it's like, I fully expect this match to be good, but also this doesn't make sense because they just got the titles, so they're not gonna drop the titles. So how are we gonna end this? Like that's my question. Like, is this gonna be another clean loss for the Street Profits? Doesn't make sense. Is this gonna be where like somebody turns heel? I don't know. But I just there's no way the Usos lose this match. It makes no sense.
Benny?
I got the Usos because I don't think the Usos lose those titles unless Roman is also there, and I don't. And he's not on the card, so what's the point of him being there in kayfabe? Right? He's handling his business, being the head of the table, whatever. So they're not gonna lose while he's not there because there needs to be some type of reaction / repercussion from him, and you're not gonna wait a whole 6-7 days until SmackDown rolls around for that to be the case. So,
Well, you could just wait 2 days, though. I mean, you're just waiting until Raw.
I didn't even think they're gonna do that.
And this is where I'm torn because we love the Street Profits. If anybody's been following us, you know we love the Street Profits, and we felt like they never got a fair shake and they never got a fair run with the title. That being said, the fact that everything stay the way it is, that's why I had this one first. This is probably going to be on the pre-show. The Usos retaining as well.
I don't think they're gonna have a pre-show this year. They've been cutting down on pre-shows, so I don't know if they're gonna have a pre-show.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think
it's
so.
only 6 matches, so I think they're just gonna have everything on the card.
I mean, they could have 5 matches.
Doubt it. I doubt it, honestly.
And one pre-show.
Also, speaking of pre-show, shout out to Dana Brooke, bro. She's actually not wrestling right now because she got into a really bad car accident.
Oh,
so
damn.
Wish her well. All seriousness, wish her well.
Yeah,
Speedy recovery. Shout out to her.
Damn, she just had a segment with the 24/7 title.
Yeah, I think it was that day that segment happened was when she got into the car accident.
After that, on the way home, or the hotel or something.
Or I don't know specifically when it happened, but I did see something on Twitter about her saying like, "Hey guys, thanks for asking for me, but I got into a really bad car accident. I'm doing good, blah blah blah." So like, shout out to Dana Brooke. Like, all seriousness, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
they're probably gonna find a way to write her off. They'll probably record her losing a title at home or something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, again, I feel like they're gonna treat that the way they did the women's tag titles.
That's still in effect in a rotation.
It's still technically active, but
it'll probably be retired because that's something where I've been hearing too. They might retire it because it didn't go off like they planned.
Mm-hmm.
But that's their own fault.
Yeah, they fucked that up royally. But anyway, back to the card.
Yep. Next match, the women's Money in the Bank.
This should be the main event.
This is probably going to be the opener.
Yeah.
It probably will be, but it should be the main event.
Oh, no doubt. I like this one better than the men's, which we'll get to later.
And
I like this one better than the men's.
But this one is like, there are multiple people who could win this match. I know who I want to win this match, but there are literally multiple people. Like, there isn't a wrong choice. And it's very rare that they put a match together where no matter who wins, you can't necessarily be upset.
I can
too. And that'll probably end up being my pick too.
It's when I step back and look at it, I can make a case for every person in this match winning.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why on my part. All right, Jay, since you're going.
That being said, I'm gonna go with the heart pick and pick Liv Morgan.
Two. It's two.
What do you mean
two picks?
What do you mean? Oh, it's two.
Yeah, there's 2 picks.
Oh yeah, you get 2 picks. Rumble. You get 2 picks. You get 2 points if you're right with the first one, and you get a point if you're right with the second one. That's right.
I'm gonna go Liv Morgan, and then I'm gonna go Raquel Gonzalez because I'm not calling her Raquel Rodriguez. I'm tired of these name changes. Raquel Gonzalez to me. Sorry, not sorry.
Benny.
All right, so I am never getting off of this train. All right, my top pick is Liv Morgan. My second pick has changed. My second pick was originally Alexa Bliss.
That was my second pick too.
And then I remembered what this weekend is. It's 4th of July weekend. What is more Vince?
Yep.
What is more Vince than having a military person win a huge match? So my second pick is Lacey Evans.
All right, so here we go. Jay, the one pick, and Benny will probably agree with me, that will piss me off is if Becky Lynch wins this.
Yep.
And the reason why I say this,
such a Vince pick, that's why I can't even.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have a good story right now going on with her, and if she wins this, it fucks up the whole entire story. Her story right now is she's like on a losing streak. She can't win shit. She barely got into this one. She had again like a second match or third match to get into this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that storyline is going really good for her, and is kind of starting to show that she's kind of losing it. You know, she's lost control of it, which is great, and she's doing a good job to me. You know, so I can't have her win it. Maybe be like that close to winning it. You know, like that whole thing where like I got it, but I can't grab it, and then boom, like my pick to win it. Would be my heart says Raquel, La Chingona, send me way, but they're not gonna do it, man. I just don't feel they're gonna do it. So I'm gonna go with. I agree with Benny, Lacey Evans to me is my first pick to win this. I think Lacey's gonna give her that right hand, knock her out while she's about to win it, and she wins the match. My second pick, the backup to win this, is Alexa Bliss.
I totally see it.
Yeah.
I could too.
Yeah, I just don't think they have the faith in Shotzi for some reason. I don't know why. I think Asuka's... Yeah.
She's Asian. Never mind.
Yeah, Asuka's there just to fill the card already. Like I said, Raquel, I think they're just holding on her for a little bit. Liv, unfortunately... I don't know why they put her in these positions where like she's there but she's not there, and then like don't give her the run that she needs to have. Like they've teased us with it, you know. So my first pick is Lacey, and my second pick is Alexa. So yeah. All right, on to the next match. Bianca Belair. Oh, actually, this was supposed to be an event. Oh, not in different order. Hold on. So Bianca Belair and Carmella. Benny.
What? Yeah, go ahead. Let Benny go.
I don't think there's any like both of these women's championship matches. There's no way that the titles are changing hands unless there is a cash in. That's why I said that the women's Money in the Bank is probably going to open the show because you still have an opportunity for cash-ins or at least teases later on. However, that being said, the only way you get a title change is if Becky Lynch wins and she cashes in on somebody, which I don't see happening. So, long story short, I got Bianca Belair. Carmella's a filler because Rhea Ripley got hurt or got her teeth knocked out. And like I said, that's
not knocked out, knocked loose.
Yeah, well, I thought she said they just got knocked the fuck out, but
nah,
that's all right. Either way,
yeah. And apparently, it was a brain injury, whatever that's supposed to be. I'm gonna start off before I even give my pick. I think Carmella definitely made her point to me on Twitter. She's done so much with everything that they've given her that we kind of need to put some respect on Carmella's name. Carmella, to me, is like the women's division's version of The Miz, where like every time we think that she can't do something, she knocks it out of the park, and at least like she really makes chicken salad out of chicken shit multiple times. So like much respect to her. But there's no fucking way in hell this title needs to flip right now. Because literally, whenever Rhea comes back, you can just pick up where you left off with Rhea and Bianca. But, you know, Carmella's basically like their Dolph Ziggler Miz hybrid. They do, whenever you need somebody reliable to put on a decent match that can bump, that can sell, you go to Carmella. So much respect to Carmella. We definitely need to respect Carmella a lot more for what she's done in the company and in the women's division. But like, nah, fuck out of here. She better not win this match.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they gave Carmella I thought was the dumbest thing with the whole face mask thing. Like I get it, but it was dumb, and I don't blame her. I'm just saying what they gave her.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
It was dumb. She made the best out of it. She did. I just hated it. I hated that they did that to her. There was no need. They made her look bad. You know, stupid as well. But in agreement, there's no need to switch the titles on this for whatever reason. It should stay on Bianca. It needs to stay on her. Again, Rhea Ripley will be fine. They can resume it for SummerSlam, which I think is a better option than having her and Money in the Bank. So I wouldn't put it past them if they just gave it like, you know what, let's take a break, rest. You'll get the SummerSlam, the bigger event than Money in the Bank. So we're all in agreement on this one.
Yep.
On to the next match. Austin Theory defends his title against Bobby Lashley.
Stupid. This is so stupid. Like, first off, how does he grab a kid's replica WWE title, say he's coming for the title, and said, "Oh, I just met a championship, not the championship. So I'm gonna go after the U.S. title again without MVP, without the Bobby Lashley, without any of the gimmick. For what? To give Austin Theory a legitimate win in his feud? They could have just fed Riddick Moss to him and put Bobby in the Money in the Bank. Would have made more sense. This match is stupid. This match is stupid.
The only
that being said, especially because Bobby can't really sell unless the guy's bigger than him. So I don't understand the purpose. Like, he just pretty much got squashed by Omos in the lead up before this to turn babyface. And his first feud being babyface, he's feuding against a heel up and coming champion. That doesn't make sense. Like, you're being fed to this champion to make him look good.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. That being said, Austin Theory retains. It's fucking stupid.
Benny.
Fucking stupid.
So yeah. I have Bobby Lashley. However, I don't have Bobby Lashley leaving with the title. I think he's winning by DQ.
Fair enough.
I'm not even going to go into it or anything. How do you think Austin Theory is going to hit Bobby Lashley with a town down? Get the fuck out of here.
Not to mention, he's another person that's going to suffer from the, I don't want to give this guy two names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jay,
you said Bobby or Austin? I'm sorry.
I said Austin Theory.
Okay.
I got Lashley.
I'm gonna have to agree with Jay, and I hate this because we like Bobby Lashley.
Disrespectful.
We like.
You hate agreeing with me? Wow.
No, not because I'm agreeing with you. Because of the fact that it, as crazy as it sounds, is the way Vince thinks. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
I don't want Austin to win this, and I don't think Bobby should be in this match, like you were saying. But I hate to say that Austin's gonna win. That's why I say I hate to agree with you, not because you're saying it, but because of the fact that we're both picking to win this because of who is behind all this, you know. Because at the end of the day, I think you're right. I think this was a better match for Austin versus Theory versus somebody else, not Bobby.
The sad part is they ain't really got nobody else.
You could and the thing is with this card, you had to put Bobby in the match and not in the Money in the Bank match because of the way this card is set up.
Yep.
Like, okay, there's the U.S. title. Where the hell is the IC title?
On Walter.
Exactly.
Why is he not defending it?
Because they don't want anybody to die on, in the middle of Money in the Bank.
Well, again, because I don't know, this actually should have been an IC title match because you have way more flexibility with that title right now than you do any other title.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you put Walter in a premium event pay-per-view match, you get more eyes on him. You don't do this.
You don't need eyes on Austin Theory right now.
No.
If anything, you could have just had Austin Theory cut a really stupid, goofy ass promo.
Yeah.
And you would have been fine. Or
that just made myself really mad.
Or you could have just have him, do some kind of weird ass open challenge.
Yeah. And you're gonna have like Riddick Moss or somebody else like
that.
Come
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Yeah. That worked. That would have worked out great, like you said, for Riddick Moss on that one. Like he's on the high, and how far can you take him right now with the way that character's built?
Yeah,
it
doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. All right, we're on agreement here. Well, not on agreement, but we all got here. All right, next.
It's another one.
The palate cleanser, I guess now.
It's the pre-break match.
You call it the pre-break match. I call it the palate cleanser.
The sad part is it's like when you listen to Natty talk and she does other like media and stuff, and you listen to her speak, I want to root for her. Like I want to root for her as a wrestler. I root for Natalia the person, but the gimmick and the on-screen personality is boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey is boring as fuck, bro. Like, ugh. I get it. They're supposed to have chemistry. They're supposed to be really good. And I really hope that this match is the setup for what I think it's a setup for.
Shayna.
Which is Ronda versus Shayna at SummerSlam. I fucking hope it is that. Because I know Ronda hasn't had a long run, but Jesus, I would love for Shayna to take the title off her. And give us NXT Shayna. But it's probably not going to happen. That's wishful thinking.
No. Because that should have happened like a few years ago. It should have happened it should have started off when she literally went into Elimination Chamber and disassembled everybody.
Yep.
That was when they had their moment and they freaking ruined it.
Yep. But I'm going to go with Ronda on this one. Probably by submission.
Benny?
Ronda, and I'm going to say that this match is going to be better than anything that we're actually expecting.
Wow, this is the
I would
surprise.
have to agree because remember, Natalia is the one that trained Ronda.
That's where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm.
Natalia's the one that trained Ronda. So I know Jay brought up the chemistry thing earlier, but who knows exactly like what the two of them were actually planning as Ronda was coming up. Like, if you and I ever get into the ring together, this is what we're gonna do X, Y, and Z. You don't know, but and I also think that when Natalia gets in there with somebody that can actually lay in shots the same way that she can, her matches end up being a lot better, especially when she ends up getting pissed off. I also
Well,
remember there
is
was
it
a
going to be a striker match or is it going to be like a wrestling match?
it's kind of sort of both. I think the two of them are actually they're gonna piss each other off in the match because the thing is, like some of the stuff it's been like campy and stupid, but the thing has been personal between the two of them. They've been shooting back and forth on each other, on Twitter and all kinds of other stuff. Um, and then, like I said, going back to stuff that I've seen from Natalia before, there was a match, I swear, I can't remember what year it was, but it was with Paige, where Natalia has said something to Paige in the back, and she was just like, I don't want to do anything, too provocative or something like that in the match or whatever. And Paige like crawled up to her and like licked her face, and Natalia got so furious that the two of them just started beating the shit out of each other. Like, so like when she gets going, like stuff could be like really, really freaking good. And that's honestly maybe me hoping against hope, but that's what I'm looking for in this.
If this was her against Shotzi Blackheart, I would buy into it. But
Ronda
Ronda,
or Natalia?
I got Ronda.
Ronda.
Sorry.
No, but I'm saying from what you just described, it feels like Natalia does better with like a gimmick that's almost opposite to hers.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda doesn't really have a gimmick, and that's my problem with this match. You can't storytell if you don't have a character.
Funny story. I was watching an interview with DC Cormier, and they were talking about her return. When she came back, she was supposed to be a heel.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then because of the way the crowd popped and everything, they literally flipped her because she wanted to be a heel, and they were hoping to keep it that way. But because of the way the crowd reacted, they were like, "Nah, we're gonna make you a face."
Stupid.
So now she's a face.
Stupid.
I was like, "No, she just left her as a heel. That's it. Don't change it.
Leave it alone." The reason why people
Unfortunately-
popped is because she came back as a heel.
Yeah, not because they want her as a face. And that's the problem. I say Vince cannot read the crowd anymore like he used to.
Nope.
He can't.
Either that or
I'm
it's
sorry.
like an overreaction type thing. Because if you remember correctly, their whole thing with Becky before she turned into the biggest damn face in the company was they were trying to portray her as the heel. So they were just like, oh, well, she's the heel in this situation, but the crowd is cheering. We're going to double down on it. All right. And
Yeah.
until, they kind of sort of figured it out, they were just like, all right, you know what, this isn't going to work. Let's go with it. Now they then jumped the gun too damn fast.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, all right, we're going to bring her back as a heel. Oh, wait, the crowd cheered? Nope, face.
Yeah, they're like confused because they want like another Stone Cold. They want a tweener like Stone Cold, but yet they need to have their heels and the faces to go around that. But yet they
They
don't know how
don't
to do it
have
with.
enough in this company right now. They don't have
Oh, I
enough
know.
spots
I know.
to do that. And that's the
No.
biggest problem is that when they had the surplus of talent, when they could have tweeners, they could have people that could work both sides, when they had a healthy amount of heels and a healthy amount of faces, they fired everybody.
Yeah.
So
Budget cuts.
now it's just like you got one champion that you can't find a challenger for, and now you have a championship that doesn't even feel like it's a major thing, even though, it's on a person that's supposed to be transcendent amongst, different combat sports. Because, Ronda Rousey's name means something, but Ronda Rousey as a character is just eh, eh,
Oh yeah.
eh. Not to mention they gotta stop giving her that weird ass peacock makeup. Like if you're gonna give her battle makeup, don't make it pretty girly battle makeup. Put it like Viking battle makeup or something. Cause Ronda Rousey's makeup has been terrible since she first started coming to WWE to wrestle. I don't know who her makeup artist is, but stop it. Just please God stop.
Yeah, doing
Especially
too much.
with the eyes. That shit is so dumb.
I don't know why they did it to her eyes, but I agree. I think Ronda's gonna win this one. I don't see Natalia unseating her at
I
all.
would
Taking that
love for
belt.
this to be a cash in. This would be a fantastic cash in. Give me a
This would
reason to watch.
be yeah. I could see where you can play it off where they have it like they're. I'm not sure. I forgot how the promos are going, but um, you can have it where Natalia literally like blows a gasket because she lost to Ronda on this one, and at the end of the match, just beats a snot at her,
Mm-hmm.
and then whoever won the Money in the Bank goes to cash it in, and you still keep Ronda looking strong because
Mm-hmm.
she literally got the shit beat out of her, and then she got cashed in on.
And
Nothing
then
wrong with that.
you have a continued feud with these two, and then once she's done with this feud, you can have Ronda go back after chasing the title, which to me is where she's better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yep, all agreement. Ronda retains this one, and now to the interesting one: the men's Money in the Bank.
This is so trash. Like this is so trash. Like this is the antithesis of what the women's one is. Like
Oh yeah.
this is so garbage. Like this is just hot doo doo meat. Like what? Oh God.
Off the rip, we know Riddick Moss ain't gonna win it. We know Sami Zayn's
Yeah.
not gonna win it. We know what should we call it?
The sad part is
Omos.
I can make a case for both of those
Omos
guys.
is not gonna win it.
I could make a case for Sami Zayn. That'd be hilarious.
That would it's what I'm saying. It would be hysterical.
That would be hilarious.
Like
Having him
Sami
still trying
Zayn
to
would knock this shit out of the fucking park.
You know, it'd be
having
funny.
him in the bloodline trying to like just be like, I'm not gonna cash in. I'm not gonna.
No, you know what would be hilarious? It would be funny if Sami Zayn is about to grab the briefcase, and then all you hear is Brock Lesnar's music again, just like that 1 year.
No,
Just no.
just no.
I never want to hear that.
He
name again.
he already has his fucking shot. He does no.
I don't even I don't ever want to hear that man's name again if it's not him going into the Hall of Fame.
No, it's gonna happen.
I
know
will
it's possibility.
I will literally turn off the TV. I will turn off the TV and leave.
Oh, you gonna cancel your subscription?
Yeah, I dead ass will. Like, no, fuck no.
Bro, when I saw him come back, I was like, really? I'm like, well, yeah, I have no other options, so it's like, it's what it is.
They had so many other options. They really had so many other options.
But they didn't build nobody. They don't. That's a problem. They don't build nobody. Like,
oh,
we have no options. They didn't build nobody. What you expect?
I don't care. These niggas have been feuding for the last 6 years, bro. Like, this is the longest fucking booking I've ever seen in my life. They literally have headlined like the last 4 or 5 WrestleManias, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm done with this fucking feud.
Oh,
I'm done. Cash me out.
I watched the replay. I'm like, okay, are those real crowd reactions or is that just like edited?
It feels like everyone was just like, really, bro? Like,
I feel like it was edited. I really feel like those reactions were edited live on air.
I'm gonna be real with you. It was probably real stuff, just because of the fact that not everybody is in tune with the IWC. So you got all of these casuals that are just like, oh, it's Brock, even though Brock just fucking lost to Roman. Like,
but like this match, you could really make a case for any guy because, like, McIntyre, Seth, Riddle can all cash in after WrestleMania, which is legitimately what we're waiting for at this point. Just if the Rock thing is going to happen at WrestleMania, whatever fallout of WrestleMania is. then we
What
have to start thinking about a new champion.
I could see somebody winning it, and then whoever wins it here is going to win and cash it in, because of the fact you can't have Mania. You can't have Roman Reigns going to Mania with both titles, because you need that takes one of the titles off the table to defend. So now you have to have another match. That's why. That's
irrelevant. If anything, they could book it. If honestly, what I would do, and it pissed a hell of a lot of people off, because with the way things are set up now, the Royal Rumble's not going to mean anything, because everybody knows the Rock and Roman is happening, right? Like, everybody named Mother know the Rock and Roman is happening. So the Royal Rumble winner would be irrelevant, because they're not actually going to get the main event of WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. You got to take a belt off.
But again, everybody's going to know because you can't take a belt off Roman without Roman taking a pin. And Roman can't take a pin. That's the biggest thing. Roman can't get pinned.
You can do it, because there's a way to do it in this match. Oh, not this match, the one at SummerSlam. It would just involve cash.
Possible. It's possible. Like you can have him take the pin after the match, and he gets destroyed. Like I was saying about Ronda.
But again, if you cash in on him, you're cashing in for both titles. If they're unified titles, you can't just have him. You can't cash in and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick a title, and I'm gonna just take this one." No, it doesn't work like that.
They're different. They're separated.
Like, you're speaking in 100% logic, and WWE doesn't operate like that.
No.
They could legitimately just come out and have some arbitrary thing and just be like, all right, well, the Money in the Bank can only cash in on one of them, which would piss everybody off, because it's just like, what's the point? But
all right, well, let's
just as well do that.
Here's the thing. Think about it this way. The titles are unified, but they're still separated. Okay? And remember, I know. And the language in this whole thing is supposedly you get a shot at a title. So whoever's in cash in has to say which title they're going after. But of course,
honestly,
we know, like if it's Drew, we know he's going for the SmackDown. If it's Almost, we know he's going for the Raw title. You know what I mean?
Honestly, it makes way more sense for me if the Money in the Bank winner, whoever it is, I don't care who it is, whoever it is, right? Personally, in this scenario that I'm thinking of, I would love it to be Seth. Mm-hmm. And then they go on to face the winner of the Royal Rumble at WrestleMania. And then whoever wins that gets the title shot guaranteed at SummerSlam.
The only other way this works, but it's stupid because, again, like you said, we know The Rock is coming next year for WrestleMania. So it's a fact that, like, whoever wins the Royal Rumble, like, you're SOL, you're not getting a shot at Mania. So the only way to get that person a shot at Mania is literally Elimination Chamber. You say, Roman, you're defending the Raw, one of the titles at Elimination Chamber. Figure out which one. That's going on the line. You're not going into Mania with two titles. You're going to have to defend one here and there. And if you want, he wins all his matches. He goes into Mania with both titles and whatever. But again, then you're screwing the winner of the Royal Rumble now. Because that's the whole thing. The whole point of the Rumble is you win it, you get a shot at Mania for it. They literally put themselves in the corner.
The only way that they do this where it works is you have the Money in the Bank winner as the champion that you want to be the champion after Mania. Because you don't know if someone like Cody or Randy or if those guys are going to be cleared for Royal Rumble, you don't really have a marquee for Royal Rumble right now. So you re-debut The Rock at Royal Rumble at 30 and have Rock win the Rumble. You would have to have Rock win the Rumble.
Oh, somebody says either Riddle, Seth, or Drew wins.
That's racist. But okay. I was thinking the same thing, but that is racist.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough. But again, like we were saying, the worst kept secret is having The Rock and Roman at Mania in Hollywood, and then you put both titles on Roman, and you literally put yourself in a corner.
Which is why I kind of want Sami Zayn to win this match. Like, this is why this would be the perfect way for Sami Zayn to win this match. Because I could see it being like the Pat McAfee Austin thing, where like the Rock or Roman wins whatever the fallout of that match is. It just is, right? And then Sammy comes out of left field with a fucking Halula kick, like 3 Halula kicks, cashes in, wins the match, and then turns around and gets rock bottomed.
Mm-hmm.
He's joking. He's not being serious.
Yeah, like not trying to be. If almost was not a giant, I got him win. I got him winning. No, he was being sarcastic. Hood. He was not serious about that. But all right, Jay, who's your pick?
I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this so fucking much. I'm gonna go with Seth winning as my first, and Riddle winning as my second. Oh, the long-haired caucasity kills me on the inside.
Fucking guy.
And he wonders why he's beltless.
God.
Benny, what are your thoughts on this one?
Do me a favor, save me for last.
All right.
I got a feeling he gonna pick Omos. Watch some shit. He gonna pick Omos.
Nah.
Even though I would 100% see them doing some dumb shit like that, where you have Omos like squash him and then do the whole like we're gonna treat him like Andre the Giant and have Omos win.
All right. Like I said,
you want to turn Roman face? You can.
That'll turn on real face real quick.
Turn on face real quick.
All right, Riddick, Moss, and Sami Zayn are out of the question for me. So is Sheamus. Almost is not ready. He's just in there for like the height and all that stuff. So literally, it's down between Seth Rollins, Riddle, and Drew McIntyre.
Drew right now is way too gimmicky. That's why I was like, I don't take him seriously. Because
I know.
he can walk around with that damn sword.
But the thing with me about Riddle is I think like they've just literally sucked everything they could for him. And I don't think they see him, they don't have faith in him like that. Like, you're good enough for the matches. You're good enough to be in there, but you're not good enough to win it. You know what I mean?
Hell no. Even if he wins the Money in the Bank, I don't think he's winning. I
so in that part,
the whole SummerSlam program.
So in that part, it's between I'm down to Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna be my first pick. I'll go with Drew as my first pick and Seth as my second. Because I want them to have the Seth and Roman. They've been teasing it, but because of the fact of the time we are and everything, I don't think it's worth it right now. Maybe after Mania. When he gets past,
that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
but also, I want the Seth and Roman match because I want Roman to finally get over that hump. But with both of them playing the gimmicks that they are, like, it's a lose-lose for me. I fucking hate both of them. So it's like, I don't fucking want to see this shit. Like, I need somebody to root for.
Yeah, I know, but it's they put themselves in a corner, man. They did this themselves.
They did. When you have to put Omos in a Money in the Bank match, I know you have no options.
Yeah, like I see where they were going. They're trying to do the whole what's it called, Undisputed Era again, where they have all the titles. But the issue is back then for them, and during that time for them, Adam Cole and everybody else, they had challengers for their titles. You don't have challenges for Roman. You don't have challenges for the Usos. So it's hard to do that. Oh yeah. All right, Benny, what are your thoughts on this one?
All right, so earlier today I was watching an episode of Pimp My Briefcase, and
It's a pink briefcase. My
Okay,
God.
well, I'm pretty sure that is the way that we're going because you can blame Steven Larson for this bullshit. Seth Rollins is going to start making that damn briefcase the same color as his suits.
That is actually awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
That is going to get spoken into existence. All right? So Seth
I love
Rollins
it.
is my number 1 pick. My number 2 pick is not on the screen.
Mm.
My number 2
Brock
pick, hell
Lesnar.
no. Because you have precedent with Brock Lesnar, my number 2 pick, just to fuck over Seth Rollins, is Cody Rhodes.
How, Sway?
All the man has to do is show up. Brock did it.
Yeah.
This nigga can't use his arm. How? How is he climbing a
All he,
ladder?
all he got to do is show
You
up.
don't need one arm to climb a ladder. You don't need 2 hands. You just.
Yeah, okay.
All you need is the fact that he's Cody goddamn Rhodes. Like I said,
Now,
that's my second pick.
I'm gonna level with you. I would fucking love that. Absolutely love that. I just don't see it.
Like I said, that was the main reason why. Because like, granted, for those watching and listening or whatever, I had something to do tonight. I was not watching SmackDown, so I didn't know that they had filled that last spot. That was a question I had asked before we even started streaming. Did they fill that last spot? And that's how we came up with Riddick or Madcap or whatever the hell he's being called now. Moss.
Nobody knows.
Nobody cares. But had they not filled that spot, I honestly would have been like, it's probably just gonna be him. They're not gonna have anybody come out until the very end of the match, and he's gonna come out and he's gonna be the one that grabs the briefcase and be like, I was the final entrant. But like I said, because of the fact that you have a precedent set in 2019 with Brock coming out there not even being part of the match, WWE can do whatever the hell they want to. If they don't have a set way for this thing to get cashed in just yet, put it on Cody. He's gonna be gone for a while. And what a way to have that man re-debut.
Listen, at this point, you better just bring Brandy and let Brandy climb the ladder. I would 100% be down for Brandy to have somebody with a Hurricane Rana and then climb the ladder to get it and then bounce.
Oh.
And
That'd be so fun.
Then you'll have all the snowflakes being like, but you guys complained about James Ellsworth.
It's because we complained about because we had to sit through James Ellsworth is why I want Brandy Rose to come out now and cash it. Like I want Brandy Rose to be. I want the music to hit and then have Brandy like come out from under the ring in like a jacket and then just grab it, take the thing and it's like this one's for Cody and then bounce.
Oh man. Oh.
Actually, my third dark horse pick is gonna be fucking Pat McAfee. Fuck it. Just hop on from comedy.
Yo, speak it into existence.
Oh my god.
Fucking Pat McAfee with the Money in the Bank match. We need
and
this.
I'm not even gonna say
we need that for the brand.
In my head. I'm not even gonna say the thing that just popped into my head.
We need for Pat McAfee to hold.
What I feel if he does something, he's gonna do it to Sami Zayn.
No, McAfee?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, the thing I could see is for them to push the feud even more is that Happy comes out to cost Riddick the match, and instead of once Happy tries to come in and hit him with the end of days, Pat jumps off commentary and attacks Happy because it is no DQ, and then they just fight and Michael Cole has to finish the match by itself. That's what I can see happening because they're supposed to be pushing that to SummerSlam. So if you're gonna do it, like these dudes have a real life friendship, they have real life heat. Like just let those two just go. Like you don't got to do much for that match. You got the offensive lineman versus the kicker. Like this shit writes itself. And you got Happy, who's first off, you need to take the Happy shit off. And just let him go back to Corbin or Baron Corbin or whatever. Yeah, you need to have him go back to Baron Corbin or whatever. And then just let him and Pat McAfee just talk about real life shit. Like, let him talk about how, like, it took him getting off of Kansas City for Kansas City with a championship that you'll never have, that you're never going to get a Super Bowl ring. Oh, yeah, I got 2. Type shit. Like, let Pat McAfee just rip into this motherfucker. Like, something crazy. And then just, like, we already know Pat's going to lose. Like, there's no way that they get Pat over in that way.
But Pat's not bad. Pat does
not at all. Like, Pat's gonna put on one hell of a fucking match. Like, I'm looking forward to him selling the shit out of the end of days.
Holy
bro,
shit! Could you imagine a match between the two of them?
Like
Corbin and McAfee.
It's happening.
Like, one thing is him and Cole,
like,
and then when he did with the Austin Theory, I was like, holy shit! I'm like, damn, okay,
yeah.
And he pulled off some new shit. I was like, oh, all right, Pat, all right.
You didn't. Oh, I forget you don't watch weekly shows. Pat called him out.
Good.
The match is happening at SummerSlam.
Make it happen.
It's already done. It is already there. It's already been booked for SummerSlam. Like, I won't be surprised that happens. I'm watching SummerSlam because I want to see that match. Like, that got me to watch SummerSlam. I don't give a fuck about the main event. I don't give a fuck about any of the titles. I just want to see Pat McAfee go up against Baron Corbin. That's it.
Any closing words, statements?
And I want Peyton to show up. I want Peyton in the crowd. We got to get Peyton in the crowd.
Peyton Manning or Peyton Royce?
Peyton Manning. Peyton Royce retired. Like, we're not talking about this. And her name is no longer Peyton Royce. I don't know who Peyton Royce is. I know who Cassie Lee is. I don't know who Peyton Royce is.
Yeah. Any closing statements before we end the show?
Liv Morgan for Money in the Bank winner.
Let's go. Time to live life.
Jay.
I'm
saying. Do better. Just do better. This card is probably going to be better. This card is probably going to be better than we think it is, but they've got to do better. Especially at the top of the card. Like, God, the top of the card is weak.
I don't want it. It's good shit.
It's terrible.
Yeah. You got to figure out a way to create more stars. You can't just have mid-level talent there. You got to build them up. Like,
I'm bugging. That's what I was gonna say. Why the hell are you gonna put Riddick Moss in this match when you should have put Damian Priest?
Where the fuck is that faction right now?
They don't know. Like, and that's the thing. Like, they were saying the reason he took Edge out was because he had a disagreement with Creative, and y'all probably heard this too. Because they wanted to go, Creative wanted to go the whole supernatural.
Ministry of Darkness.
Yeah, and he was like, no, I don't want to go that route. And it's like, okay, that's fine. You don't have to. Enter Finn Balor. I'm like, really?
Even the guy that lost clean.
Yeah, like, that's shit that don't make sense. But also, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, Money in the Bank is a ladder match. Why is Omos in this match? When you can do the whole size giant thing with Damian Priest.
Because he's so tall. He's so tall, Jay. He could probably reach it without the ladder. He's so tall.
Damian Priest athletically is like the closest we've had to Undertaker in a long time. Outside of like Keith Lee and Dijakovic. So like Damian Priest could probably do the spots a lot better, and that's what's frustrating. Is like Moss or Madcap or whatever the hell his name is. He's literally he's Damian Sandow to fucking The Miz with like Drew McIntyre. Like they look too much. They look too alike for me to like take him seriously. I just need. I don't know why Damian Priest isn't in this match or Finn Balor. Doesn't make any sense.
Does he still have the suspenders on?
No. He just has the black trunks on, and he looks like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. So with that being said, y'all need to figure it out. Y'all need to figure out your stars, because right now it's just
it's hot garbage.
Recycling everything, and then now Roman's a part timer now, and it's a mess.
Terrible.
It's a mess.
Terrible.
It's a mess. And yeah, and then they say AEW is not going to catch up. AEW right now, if anything happens, it's because they did it to themselves, not because of what WWE does. It's because of what AEW does to themselves. If they fail, it's nothing to do with WWE. It's not like Monday Night Wars. And even then, that was because WCW shot themselves in the foot too.
Yep.
So, but all right, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy Money in the Bank tomorrow night. Because
we won't, but you can.
I'm gonna watch Stranger Things Part 2. I'll catch it up afterwards.
Push Liv Morgan.
Good night, everybody.